No, you're good.
Yes, sir. That's it. You're good. Call the meeting to order. Say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, we come before you today asking for your guidance and wisdom as we convene this meeting. We thank you for the privilege of serving our neighbors and for the blessings of this community. We ask that you bless our deliberations today. Give us discerning hearts to make decisions that honor you and serve our residents well. Help us to be good stewards of the responsibilities and resources given to us. Keep our first responders safe, look after those in need, and guide our steps. In your holy name we pray. Amen. So, we're going to have a little bit of a change to the agenda. If we want to go ahead and do fire territory now.
I'm sorry, I overbooked myself, had another meeting to get through. I'll address the mayor commission and the mayor board. There's nothing new to report from them. They had no business to act upon. The only thing I would say is that as of tomorrow, the 12 new hires from last year will come off of probation. That would be the only thing that would be under the mayor board. Fire territory, update would be the ladder truck that was purchased a few years ago at this point. Is estimated to be completed August. Originally it was December of 26. With us being able to put in, to acquire the motor, that's a pre-27 emission motor. The truck will be completed in August and then probably be delivered sometime around the end of September to us.
Does anybody have any questions for the chief? Thank you much.
I'll try. Right now.
All right. Do we have any old business? Do we have an update to our salary resolution?
Yes. I don't know if everyone knows it, but Kendall Craig is asked to go to part-time and to work in the park and cemetery and township assistance area. So just so you know, we have advertised and we do have a individual who has accepted her position. And she signed everything off on Friday. We did all the background checks this morning. We just got notified from the vendor that that was back in Janet's email. So as long as the I-9 and all that stuff comes through, then we'll be good to go. Hopefully start next Monday. But just because I don't want to mess with the pawn, so to speak, announce the name yet until everything's said and done. We were adding one. Going to be Park Township Assistant Coordinator at the same hourly rate as the Park Development Coordinator at $23.80 an hour. And that just, again, we're looking at probably 8 to 12 hours maximum per week that can be working in that position. So we just need you guys to make a motion, approve the resolution or the salary update, and then sign off, and then we'll take care of it from there.
We have a job description for the,
For her, yeah,
For her.
we're not quite completed, but yes, it's in process.
make a motion to accept the salary resolution for the part-time position of
Park Township Assistant Coordinator.
I'll second it.
All right, I've got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
I
All.
Motion passes. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from last meeting? So do I have a motion to approve?
Move to approve the minutes for the past meeting.
I'll second it.
I got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Review of the financials. Has everybody had a chance to review those? If so, do I have a motion to,
Just a question, Keith, there's some receipt that came into Township Fund, rainy day fund, territory, I understand. Payroll did, what were those?
The rainy day is leftover, so that would be something we'll, towards the end of the year, we'll transfer to Township Fund.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I looked at it wrong. I was thinking Township Assistant, Township Disregard.
Okay.
Sorry,
But that's,
I looked at the wrong line.
we'll move those over.
I'll move to accept the financials, dated 4/30/26 into business.
I'll second it.
we got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes. All right, do we have anything for township assistance?
In the last month, we've had one referral. An individual unfortunately, died in the township and they were not a resident. And how this works, if they have family and so forth, we refer them to the township of origin, in other words, where their home was at. So we help guide the coroner's office to get that completed. On the flip side of that, just if you knew, if it was somebody that was like a homeless type individual, or they could not substantiate a residence or any family, then obviously we would take care of that burial as necessary. So that's all on township assistance.
How about, parks and recreation?
So the pet rainbow bridge at the park is completed. Paul's still looking at potentially having, like either a grand opening or ribbon cutting or something like that, but it's all done. So he's posted that on social media. And we've already had some folks purchase some dog tags and so forth and put them on the bridge if that's what it's intended to be. So that's all complete. And I know he also was working on replacing a bridge that needed to be replaced on one of the trails. So that's all taken care of.
Anything else?
Nope.
We've got fire merit, fire territory, anything under cemetery care?
Nothing this month for cemetery care.
Okay. Any donations?
Nothing this month.
Our legal.
So last month or last time, you guys approved, two, grant funds. This is Grant Fund 1, Grant Fund 2, for potential funds coming in, grants from either fire department or, or whatever. Fire department has applied for a third one. So it's unknown that we will get that one or not. But I think just so that, just kind of smooth things out in between meetings, if it does come in, ask that you guys approve grant number 3, so that will be taken care of if they do get their grant. And what they're applying for is self-contained breathing apparatus from the Fire Act grant. So,
And this would have to be its own separate.
yeah, because the other two already, that grant 1 and grant 2 have already been spoken for. And that way, as these grants, of course, we count for the grant funding and so forth, that one that's it's over with and the books are sort of closed, we keep them there for future grants as well. That way we don't have to keep on creating something.
I thought we did in the last meeting, said we could create the funds as you needed.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I just want to come back and make sure you guys knew. Okay. We will create that grant fund number 3. Okay.
Anything else in the legal?
That is it for right now.
Do we have any public comment?
Right here.
Sure.
Okay. I'm Brittany Jackson. I have taken lessons and boarded at night from with Carmen for about a year. She's not able to be here today because she apologized. She had a camp scheduled, so she couldn't come and make her own statement. I was gonna read it for her. Good afternoon, and thank you again for allowing me to speak. Over the past several months, I have brought forward multiple proposals and ideas for how horseback riding access could be managed responsibly and respectfully. These have included liability and insurance considerations, waivers, signage, manure management, access control, case-by-case approval, volunteer support, community benefits, and alignment with Indiana's outdoor recreation goals. I've also shared examples of how parks and other areas manage shared use recreation involving horses, hikers, dogs, other activities through clear rules and designated areas and reasonable oversight. Historically, horses were ridden on this property for decades, and horseback riding also took place successfully for approximately 2 years after the land became part of Scott Township Park. At this point, I'm not asking for the board to make a permanent decision. I'm not asking for exclusive use of the property. I'm simply asking the board to consider a limited trial or pilot program for horseback riding on the back 80 acres. Any horseback riding access could be reviewed and approved by the board on a case-by-case basis under whatever rules, conditions, waivers, insurance requirements, signage, or limitation the township determines appropriate. A limited trial would allow the township to evaluate how this works in practice, rather than continuing to discuss only in theory. If concerns arise, the board would have the ability to modify, pause, or even end the trial. I believe this is the most practical and reasonable step forward. Respectfully, I'm asking the board to either consider approving a limited trial period or let her know specifically what information or conditions are needed before trial to be considered. Thank you for your time and consideration, Carmen Hervey.
Thanks, Greg.
Or I can wait if you want to say something.
You're,
I wrote it down so I could like
Sure
focus on things, but I'll wait my turn.
no, the only thing I was gonna say is, does anybody else wanna?
Oh, okay, well then, yeah, please, thank you. So I have mine that I was gonna read, but there was somebody else that sent that she wanted to know if we could read it for her. She couldn't be here. I have the name and stuff so that you guys can have that too, but I thought I would say my stuff first, if that's okay.
Whatever you've got, lay it on.
All right, so I am Courtney Nalen, and thanks for the opportunity to speak. So last year I was able to get my very first horse, something I had dreamed about for my entire life. I also leased another horse for my 13-year-old daughter, and riding together has become one of the healthiest and most meaningful parts of our lives. If you've ever parented a teenager, you know how valuable connection can be. For us, horseback riding is not just a hobby or recreation. It gives us time to slow down, connect, and remember that life is more than working, rushing from one thing to another, or worrying over the latest world events. Riding encourages physical activity, emotional wellness, confidence, patience, and connection with nature. In a world where so many people, both kids and adults, are struggling with stress, anxiety, and isolation, spaces that invite people outdoors matter deeply. Allowing horseback riding on the 80 acres could add a unique and positive dimension to the park. Trails shared respectfully by riders, hikers, families, and dog walkers can create a richer sense of community and encourage more people to enjoy and appreciate the property responsibly with courtesy and awareness for all users. I also want to emphasize that, at least initially, the number of riders using the property would likely be very small. Those of us interested in riding there care deeply about the land and would absolutely be willing to work with those who care for the grounds to help keep the footprint and impact to a minimum. Carmen has even expressed a willingness to help with upkeep, and I believe the riding community would gladly do its part as well, including helping monitor trail conditions and participating in volunteer upkeep efforts when needed. Most forest owners understand how important it is to preserve trails and maintain positive relationships with the community. I understand there may be concerns, and I truly appreciate the care you take in protecting this park for everyone. I simply ask that you consider approaching this with an open mind, perhaps even through a carefully monitored trial period, so the community can experience firsthand how horseback riding could peacefully and positively coexist with other uses of the land. At the end of the day, this is not simply about horses. It is about creating more opportunities for people of all ages to slow down, breathe deeply, connect with nature, and make lasting memories with the people they love. I hope you will consider giving our community the chance to experience that in a thoughtful and responsible way. Thank you.
Man, you spell your last name Mayle-E-N?
N as in Nancy.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay. A-L-I-N.
N-A,
L-I-N.
thank you, I'm sorry.
So that's okay. That's all right. It's been spelled and pronounced all kinds of different ways. So, so I'm not offended whatsoever.
And for your next one, who is this person?
This is Holly Whitman. It's W-I-T-T-M-A-N.
M-A-N. Thank you.
You're welcome. To Scott Township Park Board, I'm a resident of Scott Township and I support the proposal to allow limited horseback riding in the park as outlined. Carmen's family, specifically her parents and she herself, have contributed much to the Evansville community through horses. When Carmen's father passed, she chose to preserve this beautiful land that has been in their family for many years. She didn't auction it off, but chose to preserve it as green space to enhance Scott Township Community Park and to preserve her father's legacy. The agreement was made when the land was sold to the park that limited riding would continue there. It appears there were witnesses to the agreement. Horseback riding is a positive, wholesome fitness activity for youth and adults. Multi-use trails exist in other areas of the country and can be a joy to community members when respectfully shared. This creates an opportunity for encounters and conversations that involve delight and education. Horses represent strength, grace, beauty, and spirit. I, for one, would like to catch a glimpse of beautiful horses being trail ridden in the park. I urge you to pass this proposal and bring horses back to Township Park. Thank you. And she did say that she lives on East Baseline Road. So that's a need.
Anybody else?
One item before you, did we get the Trust Indiana funds moved, or funds moved to Trust Indiana? Okay, thank you.
I'd like to make sure you guys do meet on July 13th, as we have outlined previously.
I'm sorry.
We may need the July 13th meeting,
Oh,
so that, you guys already agreed to that day, I just want to make sure.
Everybody knows that the Vanderbilt 4-H Center, do they let horse riding over there anytime?
Not anytime. It has to be, so we have the Horse and Pony Club or a part of there for the 4-H. And so we go over there and ride, for specific activities. We also have Color Guard that presents the American flag throughout Fair Week and at other events. So they go out there with them and drill team, to practice out there. They go up to the grandstand, the arena, they walk around the, that area, that back area by the horse stalls and stuff. And they can go out there, as far as I know, they can go out there if they are with one of the leaders from the Horse and Pony Club. Yes, only if you're in the Horse and Pony Club, you're allowed to go. So it's not like just anybody can go out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think that. You kind of would know about that.
Anything else?
And it's only during like extension time, like you can't just go on a Tuesday afternoon and go riding out there. That's the times like the drill team's there.
Only
Or
when
to
they're
the fair, because then it,
scheduled.
yeah, because once
Yeah.
you're with the 4-H Horse and Pony Club, then you're like a part of their whole system and everything. So if something happens and you're part of the club, it's different than like if a random Joe Schmo from wherever took their horse out there and started riding, then it becomes a part of the center's problem and everything involving the property and all their stuff.
I missed a few meetings, I apologize, but, what you're wanting to do, is this, are you wanting to ride horses on that ground 24, 7 days a week during the night and all that, or you want?
I don't
free
see anybody
anytime?
want to be out there.
No.
No.
And I don't think it would even be 7 days a week. I think we could ride back there.
No.
And it would be not inclement weather. It would have to be good weather, so they wouldn't mess the trail.
Mhm.
Just
We've
same as
always
it was
done that.
before, honestly.
We've
That's the
always-
best way to put it.
We've always taken care of the trail.
And it wouldn't necessarily be anybody, like today she's doing a camp for kids, but it wouldn't be like, okay, everybody get up on a horse and everybody, we're going over to do that. Cause that would be a safety concern, and she's very much into being very aware of safety. So no, it wouldn't be during the night or
7 usage.
mm-mm. And it wouldn't be like an all day thing, like it would likely be for maybe going out there for maybe a couple of hours, if that,
Oh, Max.
and coming back. Right?
I don't even think it takes 30 minutes to make a loop around back there.
Yeah, yeah.
80 acres is not a lot when it comes to horseback riding.
Steve, I know that you've been gone a while.
Yes.
Do you want to take a little more time to digest everything? Have you been?
Well, I didn't think it would be until she handed me all this. It looks like I got a lot of homework to do. Got one more today, so.
Is that the stuff from before that we had the handouts for? Okay.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with doing a vote at a future meeting. Give Steve some time to
Agree.
get acclimated. So,
Yeah, I would hate to vote either way until I see what I listen to.
Yeah.
fair enough. All right, do we have anything else for the board? All right, hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
I second it.
All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passes. We are adjourned.
Okay.
Thank you.